5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, it's Todd Ault. It's the 12th of November. I'm live from Dubai, getting ready to catch a flight back to America. I'll be on a flight in a few hours. Hey, is Skyla available? Can I see her, or is she not on screen today?
I'm here. Can you see me now?
No, I can't see you. Hold on a second. Maybe I can. No, it doesn't show me. Just show you. That's okay, though. Hey, guys, it's been a long week. I know we have no Jason today. Jason was not able to fly with us to Dubai, but Crypto Joe was here. My son was here. We got to spend a lot of time. We got to spend a lot of time with Bitmain. A lot of press out there. If you look at the 8K, you can see how many miners we have. I know there's a lot of questions about this. I get a lot of questions about DPW. Simply not worried about the price of the company. Much different company than it has been before. With the 8,000 miners we have now ordered and other things underway, you can do the math. We published a schedule of the potential earnings and revenue for our mining operation. And one of the things that we have that's unique is we have our own data center. Pardon my hiccups. But I will tell you one thing about Dubai. If you've never been here, I almost would say there's no words to describe what Dubai is like. It is a magical place. Construction everywhere. Opulent. I probably have never seen more Lamborghinis, Bugattis, Rolls Royces, some of the best dining in the world. Everything is here is first class. It is it probably is the most remarkable place I've ever been to. Now, I love Japan, but it's a different place than Japan. Out of the desert, the Sail Hotel, the Atlantis, the way they built the infrastructure is just truly amazing. I'm somewhat blown away by the whole thing here. Brett, ever been to Dubai?
I have never been there.
It is a remarkable place. Interesting week this week. Obviously, we had a sort of a full tilt rally to 69,000 on Bitcoin. I've done a lot of publishing on Twitter. So you can see some of the articles that were published about DPW. Bitcoin, as we speak, 64,187. Clearly, we have taken a big initiative in making investment in partnership with Bitmain.
Oh,
Some people ask me what
the audio is.
The audio is what?
Listen.
The audio is what?
It's clipping. People are. Yeah. Okay. I think we're good.
It's okay. We're good.
Okay. Clearly, there's a clear message here we're sending that we've made a big investment in our crypto mining operations out of Michigan. I know some people have questioned about the $350 million shelf. It is a shelf. It's not an offering. And it's important that we file that to have it on file, obviously, as we get bigger. But right now, we're focused on using the cash we have to buy miners, deploy assets, et cetera, make the purchases we need to make. I think the market is sort of in a little melt-up phase here in the sense that even though it was a little bit of a tough week, there's really nowhere else to put money. I think the Fed determination of who's going to be the Federal Reserve Chairman, I don't know if there's any news on that yet, but I know that this week that's sort of been the topic of discussion as to what's happening with the Fed, what's going to happen with interest rates. Very big fear of inflation with the CPI sort of off the scale this week, taking off like the highest it's been in a while. And the Michigan survey this week, the lowest has been in 10 years. So a lot of mixed bags. President Biden, not getting the kind of pull through he wanted in terms of ratings. So I think people are fearful of sort of where we're going and the direction we're going. Skylar, what's up with you back in Nevada?
It's been really quiet. The office, I mean, I'm the only one in my side. So I've been bringing Lexi to work. I have her actually with me right now because it's been so lonely in there. And I mean, I've been watching like yours and Christy's and Chase's story, and it looks crazy over there. Chase sent me a Snapchat last night for you I saw it this morning, and you got like you're just walking around and like the music in the background, like it was so different from here.
Yeah,
Like
it is a surreal. It's a surreal place. It's not something I've ever really experienced, but we flew a long way because of a major relationship with Bitmain and a shift. And I can only say, and I can't really comment on anything other than there's a lot of big miners out there. And I think with Bitmain moving more towards the US because of the Chinese ban, there's a logical reason why. And I think people will find out more and more why we partner with them, why we have a direct relation with them now. This is the first time since we started in 2017 that we have a very direct relationship with them, with the senior management, the CEO of mining. We're very thrilled about this. And I get a lot of questions about DPW stock. I can't comment. We got earnings next week. We'll report our financial results next week, and we're excited about that. It should be a really busy week. We plan on having 3 shows next week. This will be a shortened show. It's 1 something in the morning here, back here in Dubai. And obviously I'm headed home, flying back, etc. But I just wanted to sign on and tell everyone that it was a very successful week for All Global and BitNile, the relationship with Bitmain, that you got to come to this city, Dubai. If you ever get a chance to do that, it's a must situation. Jason and I will be back together next week. A lot of shows, a lot of coverage of some things that we own. I will cover real quickly just a little bit of an update in terms of, like I said already, that DPW will be reporting its financial results next week. We'll give you the exact day, sometime Monday, Tuesday, what the exact day will be. I saw an IPO this week earlier that I did not participate in called Wink. The symbol is WBEV. That IPO broke the bid. It was $13 on the IPO, went to 14 something, and then fell all the way down to $9.90. I actually started initiating a position in Wink, which is a wine reseller online, and makes their own wines, obviously their own brands. Still long this WRAI. I'll give you them in order in terms of, we have a lot of 13Ds on there, but not all positions rise up to 13Ds in terms of size, but still long, obviously, FRD, Friedman Industries. They report earnings, I believe, early next week. Long Alzamend, of course, we added to that position. MRAI, SSNT, which is not doing well. BIVI. We added a new position, AESE. That is something we own. We just added Penn Gaming today for the first time. So things of important to note, we sold most of our naked brands, leaving about 500,000 shares. That was a very profitable trade. We got long a little this WBEV. Of course, this show is for entertainment purposes, and I reserve the right not to update the market. Not financial advice, consult your financial professional. I've been told by my lawyers I've got to say that more and more every day now because of so many people following the show. This is not a financial advice show. Just a conversation about what we're doing here, what we're doing in the market, etc. I don't have the luxury, although I'm going to log on real quick, see that I can't mess it up here, but I don't have the luxury of, let me see if I don't want to, I'll turn down the volume and see if I can take some questions from people as I see the show live. So give me 1 second here. Is this episode 149? Oh, we're going to do one episode. We'll do episode 150 on Monday. I'm pretty excited about that. And so I do have this, EV is the most overrated market ever. That's what someone's saying. Naked is in the toilet, pump and dump. I never pumped or never dumped. I told everyone I was buying it for a potential merger. It happened, and I sold when I believed it was an adequate price. Let's see here. There are a lot of comments here. Let me get to them here real quickly here. TD says the 15th. I think earnings are financial results are sometime next week. It's not going to be the 15th. DP under $2 now. It doesn't matter to me. Eventually, I'm very confident in DPW's future. BitNile mining report is Monday. That's true. That's absolutely true. We're going to start reporting our mining results and what we have on the horizon. So I'm pretty excited about that. Reddit is out of control. Prediction on naked in 6 months time. I don't have a prediction. That news is over with. Looks like most stock companies I invest as owner. Mr. Ault, I believe. 10-year plan. Oh, thank you. Appreciate the support. Yay, Skyla. Volume is clipping hard. You're too close to the mic. Sorry about that. Bitcoin, we're very long. This is not something we thought of a week ago. We've been Bitcoin mining from the early days. Joe and I used a computer, a CPU to mine. I think the difference for us is that we really believe in what's happening in DeFi. And it's not a function of, so we think Bitcoin is the gold standard in terms of its digital gold, and it'll take over in terms of digital currency, where that'll be a way of life, that'll be an allocation. But ultimately, the issue for us is that we believe in DeFi, and that they're going to see a lot of decentralization, a lot of Ethereum-based contracts, and a real use case for that. Even the blockchain is so transformative, and as an asset class, Bitcoin is here to stay. It is ultimately going to be a way of storing value that doesn't have to be in fiat. And there's a lot more to it in terms of, if you look at the history of currency, you look at the history of fiat currency, if you think about the length of time the United States has been around and the British government, currencies themselves have been destabilized for years. And you really effectively have a fiat currency with the US that's really oil-based and backed by guns, right? And what we think our thesis is that over time, Bitcoin is going to be not only a store of value, but a means of transactions. The network will advance itself. And while there'll be some surviving currencies, that Bitcoin's going to be the main survivor. There's always some possibility that something else pops up, but the sheer way of understanding the nature of the protective class of it means that we think it goes higher. I see a lot of commentary about inflation. Obviously, if you're long Bitcoin, inflation works for you. So we'll be talking more about our thesis in coming weeks ahead. Clearly, when you look at the number of miners we plan, which we've said out loud, we're authorized to buy 20,000 miners. If you do the math, when those miners are deployed, wow, it could be a big story for DPW. And we're one of the few companies that has its own data center, really control our environment. Let's see here. You said you would reveal the cost of Mullen. I am trying to figure out the cost of Mullen. I have not been authorized by the attorneys to disclose the Mullen position, although I understand that they'll be registering some of those shares. And as soon as the registration statement is done, I'll kind of go over it. I'm going to get permission next week to sort of go over what our position is, but obviously it's very profitable so far. Mullen was an investment we made when it was a private company. And now that it's public, it's clearly going to be a pretty big win for us. I mean, obviously depending on circumstances, and we love EV. I'll be publishing a video about some of our companies as some of our new collateral comes out. And so I'm not commentary on Mullen, but we did make an investment when it was a private company. Don't forget the compression shocks. It's a long ways back. If you make money flipping stocks, would you stop at 65 cents? I don't know what that means. I wish I understood that. Let's see here. Any other questions here? Hey, listen, I want to say I appreciate everybody. And I appreciate the fact that we weren't on all week. A special shout out to Jason. Jason has been a huge, huge help in helping us expand our mining capabilities. Jason is in charge of business development, and I can't initiate enough that I wouldn't be in Dubai if it wasn't for Jason's help. His relationships that have led through relationship of mine that he's taken and cultivated into a major win for us. And Jason, super grateful for what you've done. You've been a good friend and really a solid guy when it comes to our desires, our open desires. I've known Jason for many years, and I had a desire to get into Bitcoin in 17 and 18. Jason's always been a supporter of ours, and ultimately he joined as an employee. So, hey, Skylar, you got any kind of joke for the day? Because I'm going to call it here. It's 1 something in the morning. This will be a short and Dubai. What do you got for me?
All right. So an officer pulls over a carload of nuns and says, "Sister, why are you going so slow? It's a 65-mile-per-hour highway." And she said, "Well, I saw a lot of the signs that said 22, not 65. And he laughed and said, that's not the speed limit. That's the name of the highway." And she was like, "Oh, silly me. I'll pay better attention." And as he's walking away, he looks in the back seat and sees the rest of the sisters and asks the driver, why do they look so terrified right now? And she said, "Oh, well, I just got off Highway 119.
That's funny. She's doing 119 miles an hour.
Yeah.
That's funny. Anyways, I got to tell you, I don't know that I have ever visited a place like Dubai. I don't think I could even use words to describe one thing that's not possible. If you think you've ever been to a mall, you have been to no.
I saw the videos.
You have not been to the Mall of America. So let's say you've been to the Mall of America. You have been nowhere until you've been to the Dubai Mall. It is not possible to describe how amazing the place is. It's just mind-blowing, this place. Mind-blowing. It's opened my mind. Now, listen, I've traveled to Italy. I've traveled to England. Obviously, we have subsidiaries in business we do in Europe. But this is just another level. It is another level. I got to visit with a guy who spent $650 million on new Bitcoin miners that are water cooled from Bitmain. Just think about that. $650 million one guy spent on buying miners here. It is a truly transformative trip for me. This will forever affect the way I do business and my thoughts of connections into the Middle East. Thanks to all the Emiratians, and that's what they are, for their wonderful support. Thanks to Bitmain for having us out here. We really enjoyed we got to stay at the W and go to the Atlantis and have just amazing treatment from them. Special thanks to Frank and Crypto Joe for coming out. Chase, it was incredible. Eamon out here, we got some great film. We're going to show that about that. But more importantly, and I encourage you, if you're a DPW shareholder, dig into the chart on revenue. Dig into some of our AKs. You can read the writing on the wall. Some companies are private, like Bitmain. You have to be careful what you say. But I will assure you that this was a transformative trip, something we've been planning for a while, and it exceeded our expectations. Frank Albo, you are a man of your word. Special thanks to the CEO of Bitmain, Clark Dew, and all the people involved there, Yu Chang and all those people. We appreciate you. Go Bitcoin. We're live in it. We're mining. Our first mining report is the 15th. To all of you out there, I hope you have a safe weekend. It's Friday the 12th, and I appreciate you allowing me to have a shortened show. Jason and I will be back next week. Special hello to Jason and Andrea. We haven't seen you in a while. Look forward to catching up. It's been an amazing trip. Skylar, anything before I go?
No, I just can't wait to see you tomorrow and hear about everything that happened.
Say hello to Randy for me. Haven't seen him in a while.
Randy's in the room.
Hey, Randy.
Hey, buddy.
Nick and Randy, we got to come here for Formula One, buddy. This is just, it's unbelievable, this place.
Yeah.
As they say here, everything's amazing. That's their favorite word here. And I'll just leave you with one thing. When we were in front of the Burj Khalifa, which is in the background here, right, it's incredibly beautiful. And right next to the Burj Khalifa is a Five Guys hamburger shop. This place is it's not explainable. There's no words I can use to explain what this place is like. Everyone take care. Hey, Brett, you ready to sign off here, buddy?
Yep, we're rolling the credits.
Hey, appreciate everyone allowing me to have a shortened show. It's Friday the 12th. You guys all take care.